Good morning. I'm going to show you guys how to make an excellent fall slash winter slash rainy day recipe. And I have a special guest today, my friend Chuck Roast. So Chuck Roast is a kind of expensive cut of meat. This is almost 3.5 pounds and it costs about $20 at Star Market. Anyway, so it's worth getting a big one so you can get, a good number of meals out of it. Alright, so salt and pepper all over. I know it's a mess in here. If you think cooking is a clean activity, then you should shut up and go back to eating your Marie Callender chicken pot pie on the couch by yourself. Give it a smack, and then just kind of like pick it up and kind of let it pick up all the extra salt and pepper you got lying around on your surface of choice. Another smack, and then just kind of like pick it up and kind of let it pick up all the extra salt and pepper you got lying around on your surface of choice. Another smack. So I'm going to get this pan nice and hot with olive oil and butter. You use oil sometimes when you're searing along with butter so that the butter doesn't burn too much. Also, if Santa's going to bring you anything good this year, make sure it's a cast iron skillet. I use this thing almost every single day. They're a pain in the ass to clean, but they're so worth it because they have such a high heat capacity so they can really hold their heat in the oven, stove, anything. Also, this is not a very healthy recipe. I mean, it's not like fried chicken or anything like that, but it's rich, it's hearty, it's a winter meal. I cannot stand when soccer moms try to make like unhealthy recipes into healthy recipes by using like coconut milk and stuff. No, just make the recipe. Don't eat it a lot if you're so worried about how healthy it is or unhealthy it is. Just make the recipe. Right, before I end up on a blog or something because so many people watch this, obviously substitute whatever you need to substitute for your own dietary preferences. Also, it's worth mentioning, this pan needs to be hot. I'm talking smoking, because if you put your meat in it and it's not hot enough, then it's just going to boil and be tough and taste gross. Throw a little bit of water in to make sure that it's hot. Looks like it. Ow. And then easily my favorite part. So this is going to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Just be patient. Don't flip it early because it'll just stick to the pan and all that good stuff will stick to the pan and not to the meat. I promise you're not going to overcook it, so don't worry about that. So then when you flip it, you have all this nice caramelization of the fat and none of it is left on the pan underneath. Okay, a little bit, but that's fine. So I'm going to be making a French onion pot roast if I never mentioned that. So we're going to need about 2 medium-sized onions, and in a little bit I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. Alright, pretty good. Now, there's a lot of stuff left in there that I don't want to go to waste, so I'm going to throw these onions in and just kind of put all that flavor right into them. Honestly, just for like a couple of minutes. I just want to sweat them a little bit. Alright, gotta turn it off. This place is starting to get a little smoky, and the dog is starting to get a little worried. So we're going to start with half the onions, followed by this bad mama jamma, followed by the other half of the onions. Then I'm going to do a little bit of onion powder, kind of richen the flavor up a little bit, followed by some thyme, because we can always use more thyme. Next is going to be our broth base. Now, when I make broth, I like to use beer, really anything except water, because water is for women on diets and the faint of heart. A little bit of Worcestershire, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour this devil's mixture on top. Oh yeah. Then you just set it, oops, and forget it until your house burns down. Then you definitely remember that. Oh shit. I'm not a pig. I clean my shit after I use it. Don't worry. One of the last steps is to shred the beef with a couple of forks. I thought I was going to be able to snap it, but it was too quick because it just fell apart.
See, my resume might not actually be accurate, right? So I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't know what QuickBooks are.
Oh, wow, thanks.
We don't have any account.